Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey down-home country Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jockey's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And now, here they are, both of them.
Hey, this is Jackie Bros. I want to say right now real quick on the thing where the man talks, we got to change that. It ain't jockeys no more. We got to go. We didn't have time to do it. There may be legal reasons we have to do it, but we're going to get that announcer man to give a new one with the new name of the place.
Folks, this is Dunlap. Sitting next to me here is Jockey 2.
No,
Do I still have to call you Jockey 2?
Only when I'm behind the counter. Nowhere else. Just when I'm behind the counter.
Okay, well, Jackie Brawls over here, who owns Jockey's Market, which is now apparently Pinky Piglet Styron's Market. I think you need a new lawyer.
He called it, I think he just called it Pinky Piglet. No, I don't need a lawyer. Now, Pinky, he ain't a good Nashville lawyer.
I think you need to dig deep and get you a good Nashville lawyer, because they're
the
ones. Every lawyer you come into contact with winds up taking your store.
No, now Pinky ain't gonna. Listen, now this is what it's called is a transition. There's legal reasons it can't just go straight from jockeys to jackies. You can't just do that.
Why
willy-nilly?
Why couldn't you do that? I don't really see any reason why.
That's like because you signed a thing that says you can't have no store for so long since you getting out of the
not like a non-compete clause.
Yeah, that's right. And this ain't necessarily with him.
But
Jockey's put me in this position. It's with the other markets and stuff. They say, well, he signed that and he can't,
None. I think you have a very loose grasp of the law. Jockey died and left you this market.
Nobody asked him to do that. That's punishment. He put that on me.
And you are ungrateful and resent him.
No, it's a curse. Look at what I'm paying lawyers money. I can barely figure out what,
How much is Pinky? Okay, folks, let's step back a second, okay? For first-time listeners who haven't turned this off yet, Jackie owned for years and years here a shitty little shithole.
Shut your mouth.
Called Jockey's Market.
Shut your mouth. It was called Jockey's Market. I ran it most of my adult life. Ran a market barbecue stand, too.
Then he got screwed out of that by some high-priced Nashville lawyer.
Well, this situation is, help community. I had a different job at that point.
He was mayor for a second.
I was going into politics, and Lord knows I got everything I deserved for trying to do that.
So he lost his store. Then he had to get a job. He come over here to work at his rival Jockey's Market. And Jockey really put him through his paces. But it turns out Jockey was eat up with cancer and was just testing Jackie to make sure he had what it took inside of him. It was like a mentorship.
Listen, just what you said. Eat up with cancer. If I'm ate up with cancer, and thank heavens I ain't, Lord decided to keep me, keep me cancer free so far. But if I was ate up with cancer, I'd be worried about scoring, doing right by the good book, because I know where I'm going. And that's the last time I'm going to test somebody, put somebody through the paces you said. Mentor. That's torture right there. No, that's torture. So that's how your remaining days, you're going to torture another God's, children. And
your definition of torture and his definition of charity may be the same definition.
What?
I don't know.
No.
One man's torture is another man's charity.
No.
That's how we set Mideast policy.
This ain't no kind of charity at all. This has just been a curse. Look, I'm working on getting it straightened out.
Giving your new store. Jockey dies and grants you a new lease on life. Yeah. You can run this store into the ground like you did your old one.
No.
Even though there's a great deli counter with some wonderful sandwiches.
Want that store, don't want no deli. Neither one of it. Didn't ask for it, don't want it. He knew I didn't want it, that's why I did it.
And so you were trying to get out of the only thing he did put in his will that we had to call Jackie Jockey 2, and the store was still Jockey's
That's just
Market.
when I'm working. This is in the will. This is all legal things. That's why.
And then
Pinky,
he got.
Pinky Stein's working on it. Like I said, he ain't a big Nashville
I
lawyer,
call
but
him Piglet Stein.
Well, that's the nickname people call him. Some people, they're piglets.
Some people call him
Sound
Pinky,
like,
some people call him Piglet.
where's old Pooh? What is it? Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh.
Mickey the Pooh.
Eat a shitload of that honey.
He get it. You don't say it like that for
Let me
children.
tell
no,
you
he
something,
don't.
though. And every time I'm with a kid or around a kid or just walking through Walmart and there's some kids there and they got some of that Winnie the Pooh shit on, like they in their pajamas, like it's midnight and some of their trashy mamas drug them out of bed. Like, I just need to go get me a carton of cigarettes.
Yeah, and baby, I'll
Come
be in
on,
bed,
Rachel.
Yep.
And put them in there wearing Winnie the Pooh, and I'm in there drunk, staggering around trying to find the biggest case of damn Little Debbie's I can find. Some of them oatmeal cream pies soak up some of that alcohol. So I'm staggering around Walmart midnight. This trashy mama staggering around Walmart midnight. Got a little girl in there dressed in Winnie the Pooh pajamas, and I see them Winnie the Pooh pajamas, and I'm like, fuck, I want some honey. And I go buy 3 or 4 jars of honey, and I go back down to my grandma's basement. And I swear to God, I'm just sticking my hand in them big jars of honey and just globbing it out and just put my tongue in that, eating up that honey.
I don't want to hear it.
That is some good times.
No.
And then I'd take a Little Debbie and I put that honey on a Little Debbie.
No, you going to wind up, see you do that.
Diabetic, I know.
You didn't watch all the cartoon years ago, evidently, because if you do, all they get stuck in a hole.
I've been stuck in some holes.
Well, Mickey the Pooh eats all that honey and gets stuck in the hole.
Yep, that's happened to me too. There's
Well,
a lot. We got a lot in common. Me and Winnie the Pooh got a lot in common.
Well,
I got a damn
most people don't want to be stuck in a hole. That's the point of the story. You don't want to eat so much.
I found it restful.
Yeah.
I got a red polo shirt look about on me like Winnie the damn Pooh.
Well, Mickey Pooh didn't think it was restful or anything. He hollered, screamed, rabbit come got him out of something. But he didn't like being in the hole.
I
That's
loved
what
it.
That's supposed to be. No. That's
I loved it. I may go back that hole, see what's happening down there when we get done here. Me and Winnie the Pooh, we got a lot in common. A lot in common.
Well, Pinky Stein got common into with the not the rabbit, the pig in it, Piglet. The Mickey Pooh Piglet too. That one, his voice sounds the same, something like that. Pinky Stein's doing. I trust him right now, but it can't go. I did the first thing I said. You figure out if I gotta own this place, if I've gotta work my fingers to the bone to keep open a place I hate more than the bowels of hell in a damn place in the world, then the first thing it's got to go. We got to get that damn name off the top, and then I don't want to look at jockeys. I got to look at Jockey on my button, my pen. I plays music all the damn time.
Oh, the big portrait that hangs behind the counter.
That's working on that. We're getting a picture of Pinky.
This is a dead man who give you a business, and you can't stand him as a tribute, a loving tribute.
You saw how he treated me. You saw what he did. Now, I will say this. He did give me a job. Bless his heart for that. That's about it. But anything else is all awful, every single bit. And you's a man up my age, you take whatever job you can get. But he did that torture me too, and I said, you go on torture me because I need the money. But now I want his name off of here. I want to get quit. Now, right now, you sell that when I'm behind the counter or in the deli. You have to call me. It's like you call a McDonald's worker, whatever. What do you call them? You call them clowns or something. What do you know? It's like.
No, I think you just. Is there a certain word I've been supposed to have been calling them all these years?
I don't know, but they all wear the outfit. That's what I'm saying.
Usually I say sir or madam, but those are gendered terms now that we may be getting rid of. I think now I would just call them they.
Well, whatever.
Excuse me, they. Could I get some honey mustard to dip these fries in, as Winnie the Pooh would ask for?
Well.
You ever just put straight up honey on some McDonald's French fries? That shit is good.
Well, but the point I'm saying is
some people dip French fries in ice cream, but I have gotten just. You know what else is good is molasses.
All right. McDonald's people don't want to have to
Cairo
be
syrup?
wearing that outfit, and I don't want to have to be wearing this pins. The point I'm trying to make. Things with the job you got to do.
They got new McDonald's outfits. That was in the news this week. You see that? They look like a future people working in like a damn like sperm bank in a future. Like I come here, I'm here to order my child, and they come out of the back wearing their little weird gray, shapeless apron. They're like, "Well, we're going to psychically extract some sperm from you, sir or madam or they."
If they get to wear a new outfit, no matter what it looks like, and I get to be called something else, and Pinky's working on it right now, I got what I wanted. I, paid him the good money that I barely got, and I gave it to him because he said, "I'll get that name off there. All you got to do is sign here, and get me the money, and we'll do it." And he's done it. So no, right now, until a time comes where it can change again, is Piglet, Pinky Piglet. Come on down here.
How long did he say it was going to be Pinky Piglets? And is he taking the money and the profits?
He working on it. Some of it, yes. Some of it's got to go for bills. That's part of it. I can't afford to pay it. I didn't ask to pay no.
You should not get lawyers.
Oh, hell. Well, he did what I asked him to do something, and he did it. So this is the first time I give a lawyer a dime that did something I wanted done.
But he took your store away from you.
There's a transition thing till I can call it and make it what I want. Right now, it's got to have that deli in it. I don't want it. There's a lot I don't want.
That is anti-Semitic.
Why is that?
Because you're basically dog whistling.
Because I don't like food. That makes me, what did you say it was?
Go on fucking Reddit and
watch your mouth. I don't want to
do a search for like bagels or latkes and see what comes up, and it's gonna be 75% racist.
Well, I ain't got anything to do with that. I just don't like the food. Whatever's in this deli here, I don't know about the rest of them all over the world.
There's really nothing Jewish in this.
I
deli.
never said that. I never said it was Jewish. I didn't like a deli. I don't like what this deli here's got. I don't want it. Wouldn't want to. Wouldn't I make beans, I make barbecue, sometimes make chili every now and then. That's what I'm good at. That's the stuff I know how to make. I don't know how to make any of that in there, and I wouldn't eat it.
They used to have, ain't nobody around here that can make it anymore, but there used to be a damn hot bologna and slowdown sauce sandwich from this deli, and that was pretty damn good.
Hot bologna?
Hey, why don't you do it? Why don't you make it like a Jewish deli in here? You'd probably like some of that stuff.
Anything's better than what this is. If that's what it's got to be, yeah, make it Jewish as it can be. That's fine. That's fine. I just don't like it when it's in there now.
Deli case, the way it is now, is just kind of fancy sandwiches, with some of that slow down sauce.
Yeah. Well, call whoever you need to. Have them come down here. We'll do that.
Who would I call?
I don't know who you call. Who knows about delis? I don't. You know more than I do.
You're dog
right
whistling
there.
all over the place.
Well, I'll get Pinky started on it. And
ask the lawyer how to run a deli. That's not racist.
Pinky, what is he Jewish?
What, I just go around asking lawyers if they're Jewish?
You the one insinuating it, saying I was insinuating it, so I figured you must have known something I didn't. You know so much more about being racist than I do.
I'm going to hope that the lawyer who's ripping you off is not Jewish, but we'll look into it and get back to you.
He ain't doing nothing. He done what he said he's going to do. So far, so good, as far as I'm concerned. So come on down to, that's not my sponsor, but come on down to Pinky Piglets. You might as well just, because he did that, I just won't say his name out there. So if you need some lawyering done, or if you need,
because he's got an office in the back now.
If you like, tell you one thing, if you like this deli the way it is now and has been, better get here quick, because we're going to make it so Jewish you ain't ever seen a deli like it. It's coming soon. That's the first thing I'm going to do. First thing, get on the horn, Pinky, we'll straighten that out. But I do have a good sponsor, and I got to do something here. I don't want to do this, and it embarrasses me to do it, and I don't like having to do it, and I think I've only done it, you can't on your hand how many times I've had to do that on here, but I've got to do it.
That's ableist.
What is it?
What if somebody's got a hand without any fingers on it?
What?
You said you can
Just
count on your hands.
shut your mouth. Shut your
Well,
mouth.
All right. I guess we live in a world where everybody
All right.
is just the way Jackie wants them to
That's
be.
fine. I don't want to. Just shut your mouth. Let me just say what I want to say. I have to make a correction. I'm going to make a correction. It don't matter how many fingers or toes anybody's got. It's on me. I did it, and I said something wrong, and I should have said it right. And like I said, you go back listen to all how many of these 600, how many of these things we've done.
I think we're coming up on 600.
Go back, listen to all of them, and you only find, I promise you, count on whatever piece of paper and a pen, you count and see, how many times I've done this, and it ain't going to be many. It ain't going to be many at all. I'd say about 5 or less.
You're kind of O'Reilly-esque in the retractions department.
Huh?
You don't do a lot of retractions, and when you do, you make a huge fucking deal about it.
Hey, watch your mouth.
You go out of your way to frame things so
I
you don't
don't
have
know
to do a retraction.
what
And then
I-
when you do a retraction, you're like, look at me retracting all over the place.
Look. What I know about Bill O'Reilly, from what I know, I don't like being compared to that. So watch your mouth. Ain't nothing like it. He's doing lots of talking now. He does one of these now. So I won't say it right now. How you like this? You enjoying this, Mr. O'Reilly?
Wait, do you think because you do a podcast, you have to listen to all the other ones?
I don't. I know I don't listen to him.
Why would Bill O'Reilly be listening to this?
I don't know, but if he's down here on this level, how you doing? Good to be. If we're gonna be competitors in a business, I'll shake your hand and say, "Listen here, Mr. O'Reilly. Best of luck to you, and may the best one of these win."
Jockey was a lot like Bill O'Reilly, now that you mention it.
What?
There was a Bill O'Reilly streak in Jockey.
I wouldn't say now. You say I didn't like that man. It wasn't a good person. He said, was not a good man. I don't like a lot of things he did, but as far as I can remember, Jockey never did sexually harass anybody. I'll give credit where credit's due. As awful as Jockey was, he didn't do none of that sexual harassing. So, just if you're gonna compare him to somebody,
So that's Jockey 1, Bill O'Reilly 0.
Yeah, I'll give him that. That's it. Yeah. Well, welcome to the doing the podcast is Bill O'Reilly. Best of luck to you. I'm trying to be nice about this, but now you're down here. While you're down here having to do this like we're doing, think about what you did wrong that got you here. Lord knows that's what we do. So I think that's how you have to make one of these. So just think about it. Well, I got a correction to make in its own old. Last week I had a great sponsor, still a good sponsor.
Wendy's Plus.
No. As good as Wendy's Plus, if there was such a thing.
Oh, is that your retraction? There's no such thing as a Wendy's
No,
Plus?
I said that over and over again the whole time.
Oh.
It is Wendy's Plus, but it's not
Because
officially.
can you imagine, though, as good as Wendy's is?
Well,
taking
that's what
that-
this place is. That's what this place is. There is a Wendy's Plus
a
because that's
Wendy's
what
Plus
this place
Wendy's,
is.
which is already operating at about
But-
100%.
It is called Finger Burgers.
Oh, that's right, finger burgers.
Now,
What they have? They had a regular, a double, and a triple, and they had skinny,
well, look.
crinkle, and tots. Those
I
are the
have
notes
to
I
make.
made.
Well, that's what I thought they had, and that's what I understood. But a finger burger,
Now, hold on. Let me just to recap for people who may not have heard last week. A finger burger, when you go in there, he is going to finger you while you
no, watch it.
Okay, that's
Shut
not
your
right.
mouth.
Okay,
Don't
no,
say
I
that
know
about
we
you going to
covered
get a
this.
lawyer. You talk about lawyers. You sit there and
I
say
can't
that about a
remember.
business.
So he does not finger you while you eat your hamburger.
Shut your mouth.
But there are animal fingers in the.
No, there ain't no animal
in the
fingers
meat?
in it. We went over this.
Which animals have fingers?
Monkeys, raccoons. It don't matter what.
Oh,
animal.
lizards, mate.
Lizards.
Some lizards.
Well, they look like a whole umbrella or whatever on the thing. Look like they have fingers to me. But that ain't got nothing to do with this.
So they're small, like finger
Just
foods, like
shut
little
your mouth.
hamburgers, finger burgers, or
yes,
little.
yes, that's it. That's it.
Oh.
But no, that is, if you say I want a regular, just a regular, we don't say regular or anything, you just say you want a finger burger, that's what you're going to get.
You got to get a little hamburger.
But now, hear me out.
Okay.
That's the only thing I had wrong with it. Everything else is the same. If you want a regular size hamburger, which they do have, you say, I want a big finger burger. That's it. And a triple is still triple as far as I know.
So if I go in there and I ask for a finger burger, they're going to give me a little burger, a small hamburger.
I like Crystal, but different. Yeah.
And a finger food, like a fancy be on a crudité.
Nothing like that. It comes out just in a little box, almost like Crystal. There ain't no fancy about it. It's just
comes out in a little box?
Well, what that, like a carton, whatever. I don't know. It comes in the thing.
Oh, like a little, kind of like a
it ain't your birthday. You don't open a present. You just get a damn.
That'd be a good restaurant. Birthday burgers.
You damn idiot.
What? Why does that make you so mad? Like, it's my birthday, and you go into the restaurant, and it's like, every day it's your birthday. And you go in there like, I'd like one birthday burger, please.
Just shut your mouth.
And they cook it.
They
dress it.
Just let me.
They wrap it.
Make my correction and move on. I'm tired of talking about this. I don't like admitting I'm wrong, but when I'm wrong, I admit it.
You told me we spent probably, I'd say, 45 minutes on the fact that it's not a little burger.
But it is. But it's also not animal fingers, or nobody does anything to you at all except give you a hamburger there.
So if I say I'd like a finger burger, please, and the guy's name is Finger, right? He does it like it's not about him putting his fingers in the meat.
Just shut your mouth.
Poking and prodding.
Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. That's it. That's the correction. I'm done talking about it.
One finger burger, please. Here's your little burger. I'd like a big finger burger, please. And it's a regular size burger.
Yes, that's it. Now,
well, what if I want a bigger than regular size burger?
You say triple. It's triple. That's it.
So it's a triple, a big finger burger, or a finger burger.
Yes, that's it. And tots, crinkles, and yeah, that's the same. The rest of that is all the same.
And you can mix up a tots and your crinkle.
You get all three, yeah.
Skinny crinkle tots you can get.
That's all I mixed together. I said I gave the correction, did I not?
Hold on.
I said what it was, that I had wrong. And now I've done what I was supposed to do. I have made it as clear as possible. Now if you say anything about what I just said, you're just going to confuse people. So don't say anything.
Can I ask a question about what you just said?
No, I made a correction. I said there wasn't something, and now I said there was.
Here's where I'm confused. If I go in there and I say, I'd like a big finger burger, please. And they look at my fingers, and they say, those are not big enough, sir.
What?
Or they get out the ruler and they measure my fingers.
That's a name. It ain't got nothing to do with anybody's fingers. How big, little, squatty, short, long, slender. It don't make any damn difference what your fingers are like. There's a little finger burger, which is like a crystal, but different. And regular finger burger, which is regular size. Big, I mean. See, you got me. Just
hold on now.
Just shut your mouth. I made the correction. Go back.
I'm asking if I say I'd like a big finger burger, please, and I see them making my hamburger, and I say, hold on a second, those fingers are nowhere near big enough.
What?
To make a big finger burger.
Just shut up.
Can I measure their fingers?
No. You go in there and get you a hamburger, or you don't. Three sizes.
Do they post up how big the fingers of their workers are around the restaurant so I know how big they are?
No. I made my correction. I'm through.
Because
that is my sponsor, Delicious Finger. Nope. Shut your mouth.
For a finger burger.
Shut your mouth.
A big finger burger, and their fingers are little, tiny, slender, or maybe short and stubby.
I ain't got anything to do with anything.
And I'll be like, you going to give me half off this, motherfucker.
Watch your mouth and shut up. Finger burgers, it's delicious down there. Go down and get you a finger burger, get you a big finger burger, which is regular, and triple, which is still triple.
How big is the triple?
It's 3. It's in the name, isn't it?
But couldn't you have a triple
I don't
finger
know.
burger that's
Go
little?
open your own finger burgers and make it whatever you want.
My name's not Bill Finger. Chris Finger? Who
well,
is it?
then shut your mouth
I think it was Chris
then
Finger.
Then shut your damn mouth then.
What if your name was Finger? Can you imagine what we're doing here? He all through high school probably. People were like, hey, Finger.
Just.
Oh, Chris Finger. So that is Wendy's Plus. Get on down here and get you a Frosty Plus.
Just shut your mouth.
Jackie. What would you say is one of the biggest problems with churches these days?
What?
I have a sponsor that I think you're really going to like, Jackie, and I just wanted to ask you, what do you think is one of the biggest problems with church these days? Like, what keeps you from going to church as much as you should?
If you're asking I should go more often. If you ask a real question, I tell you, it ought not be damn department store at church. You go to church now, you get T-shirts, you get coffee, you get, some of them, there's a church, it's a big church here in Murfreesboro City that shows the movies. Now, the movies may be good, but still, I used to be church, wasn't in there, but nothing but pews and your hymnals and song leader.
Now you got an icy machine.
Yep.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
You go get icy after church. That's what we did. We didn't get icy. You got something snow cone or something back
Right, if you can get all the treats in church, what do your parents bribe you with to get you to go to church?
Nothing. That's right. That's exactly right.
Let's go to church, have fun. Make me sick. You're right, Jackie. The biggest problem with churches is hypocrisy.
Well, whatever it is. It's
gossip.
Too much what? Gossip.
Backbiting.
That's not what I'm talking about. All of the selling everything in there.
Washerwomen gossip.
I said shouldn't have gift shops. What I said. I didn't say any of this.
When I ask people, why don't you come down to the high naked church? And they say, what? That place is full of hypocrites.
Yes.
And I could say, sir or madam or you are talking about some fucking bullshit.
Hey, watch
because
your mouth.
the parishioners in my church at Brother Pastor Dunlap's high naked church, they are not the kind of people who would talk behind your back, who would gossip, who would spread rumors, who would mock and laugh.
If you think you going to take your clothes off someplace and there ain't going to be some kind of rumors about you around town and you got another thing coming, and that ain't a church. That's a place. It's a church, but what goes on inside of it when you're there with these rest of these heathens, that ain't nothing like church is.
For weeks, I've been having secret and then semi-secret meetings of people where we would take our clothes off and get closer to Jesus. And then a couple of weeks ago, we introduced pot, and that made everything better. And I was making money hand over fist, and we were getting closer to Jesus. We all know it's the end time, so why do we want to put things that keep us away from the good Lord when we could be taking off things and getting closer to him? We could be getting high. We could be getting naked. We could be rejoicing in the bodies.
Just stay home and do that.
Herbs.
Stay home and
Jesus
do it. Don't go to do that in a church. I don't care how many towels you put down. You don't go do that in a church. Stay at home. Do all your drugs, get high, and roll around.
Well, I should have known, Jackie. Like you always told me, the devil sneaking up behind you. You got your eyes on the Jesus, and the devil is sneaking up behind you. You remember how many times you tell me that?
Well, it's not to take your clothes off. I might have said something like that, but I never said.
You said something like it. I think I'm paraphrasing.
I remember saying devil gets you, something like that. You keep acting like that. You're doing devil's work. Maybe it's something like that. But never once did I say take your damn clothes off.
In public, as hard as I've
anybody
worked,
else, never said that. Never told that to anybody, for that matter. Never, not a soul. Never anyone I ever met.
Shepherd Pastor Church of high and naked, off the ground, and trying to get people closer to Jesus and get them naked and high, and then for me to be standing up there. And yes, I know something is wrong with my dick.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear about it. Nobody else on here wants to do it.
That after the blood and sweat and tears I've poured into this place, that when the devil gets up in my dick and makes it a little off color and that one weird vein. Now, we got people of all shapes and sizes that come in here. If you wanted to draw a chart of every kind of vagina that there is in the world, you could have used our parishioners as models.
Just shut your mouth.
Every kind of ball sack in the world there is to come together to worship. And people didn't laugh and point like they have been doing the last couple of weeks as my condition has worsened. I thought churches were supposed to be a welcoming place. Now, back in the day, maybe somebody get a divorce, and that poor divorcee come in there, and the church would turn their back on them. Cold. That's the devil. Got the devil up in them. And then later, maybe somebody gay, maybe somebody had an interracial relationship, maybe something that the community, that backwards town, that they didn't approve of, but that Jesus could care less about. They come in there, that church, they'd get all high and mighty and put their noses up in the air and turn it back on them. And nowadays, I guess, in the year 2017, somebody got something a little off about their dick.
Hey, I don't want.
And this is the way. And plus, I'm the fucking leader, the cult
Watch
leader of this
your mouth.
church.
If you've something wrong with your thing, why are you showing it to everybody?
Well,
Nobody wants to see it. I don't want to hear about it.
I'm not supposed to wear tight underwear. I'm supposed to let it kind of air
I
out.
don't take it out around me. I tell you that right now. I see something like that awful lot coming at me. I'd go, it's over with.
I have sprays. I have powders. Ointments and salves. Herbal remedies. Things I've read about on the internet. I've tried them all. And when I come into this house of worship to try, yes, I should have started with the power of prayer. And I asked people to pray over my dick.
All right.
I probably shouldn't have drawn attention to it, because it was after that I heard the whispers. And the old pastor of the Mount Shepherd Church thing before it got naked. I think he's trying to make a move. He sees the money in here. There's a lot of money to be made here. So you get a weak dick for like 2 seconds, and suddenly people are trying to. That's the devil, man. That's the devil. I thought they was a. People have always said, oh, you know, when things are going great and you have like a whole church full of naked people, and plus you're dealing pot in there too for a little on the side, and you're making all that money renting them towels. That's when the devil's. I've heard that. So it was you, right? That you say when you got that naked church. Was that you that you say that?
I never been in no.
That's when the devil comes up behind you.
The devil's there. You right about that. Everybody get together doing drugs and taking their clothes off. Yeah,
People
I'm sure
say,
the devil's all around
Don't
there.
drop the hymnal, because that's when the devil's coming up behind you. That old saying.
Hold as many hymnals as you want, but if
you
high
if you
and
ask
got
me.
your clothes all off, then I don't know if that's going to do you any good at all.
Listen. I'm going to ask 3 things. Yeah, 2 things. Maybe 3. Let's see where it goes. I'm going to ask you to add me to your prayer list.
I don't know. If
you
asking for it, you go out there. You pray to God and say, what's wrong with me? It makes me want to take my clothes off and show.
No, the part about my dick. Something's wrong with my dick.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to know about it. Go to the doctor. Don't come to ask me to. I ain't praying for your thing. So get away.
The second thing is I would ask you to stop backbiting, gossiping, hypocriting. Those are the things that keep people away from church.
I ain't doing any of that, damn. I ain't going to the church. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't been within. A yellow naked thing be 200 miles. No, I ain't coming.
And number 3, pray that the pastor, who I made him like second in command, not to come up behind me and try to do a mutiny as soon as my dick gets sick.
All right, that's
sick dick mutiny.
Y'all go take your clothes off, have whatever kind of gossip you want to, and be sick and show your thing. I don't care. I'm not gonna hear about it anymore. I'm not gonna hear about it. That's it. Enough.
And fourthly, I'd say just come on down to the high and naked church.
Why would anybody, after what you just described, I want to go around a bunch of gossiping, backbiting people and take my clothes off? What kind of, nobody's coming to that.
Maybe we need some new faces to help right the ship.
Well, you ain't getting the idiots that are doing already going to learn and drop off one by one.
You got to watch out for that devil.
Well,
when things are going the best, that's when the devil is coming right up behind you.
Well, maybe if you keep your clothes on, devil won't get as close to you. So keep your damn clothes on and go to a regular church.
What about the getting high part?
No, don't get that. Just shut your mouth. Shaky Bro still on this. Here.
100 days.
Oh, yeah.
100. How do you feel?
What do you mean how I feel?
I mean, 100 days of this. How do you
It's
feel?
not like my life's already isn't awful. You have to remember that SOB's a president.
Jackie hates Trump.
No, don't like him. He's a loudmouth ultimate Yankee. And now he's up there just doing it all the time. Well, he wouldn't go to the thing, right? Which I don't like anyhow, the comedian thing the president goes to.
They get the press and some famous guests, and then a comedian talks to the bashes the president.
Well, I never did.
Either lovingly if it's a Democrat or pretty aggressively if it's a Republican.
Now, I don't like it either way. I never did. So I don't blame him for not going, except it's him not going. And what, he went and had another, what is this, rallies? What is
yeah,
this?
A campaign rally, one of his campaign rallies where he goes and he gets people to chant his name.
Now, look, you're the president. Part of the president, being a president, is doing stuff you don't like doing. Should be.
That's most of it, I think.
Well, I would think so, and I wouldn't want to do none of it. I don't want to stand up there on Easter with a dumb rabbit man dressed up. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Pardon the turkeys. Either, I'm going to set this turkey free. The dumbest thing, you couldn't catch me doing that for nothing. And one of the things you got to do is sit and go one of these comedy things. You have to sit there for however long is it? How long is it? Hour and a half? How long is it?
Seems like it goes too long.
Well, I wouldn't want to sit there, but you know what? That's what you're supposed to do. That's part of what you do, and you go do it, and you show you're bigger than everybody else and whatnot.
They should combine all them things together. Like, you should have to go listen to the comedian, then pardon the turkey, then shake hands with the rabbit.
Do all that one night. Easter and Thanksgiving, I know, was certain days, but go ahead and get out of the way. I wouldn't mind. That'd be
go ahead
one
pre-tape it.
whole day. There you go. And then whoever wants to watch it, I don't know who does. Who does watch it? Who like, oh, did you see the president today? Nobody, the news shows it to us, but you don't want to see it. Nobody cares about that. But they, look what happened.
I think it's mainly for the news. I mean, all these things are for the news. It sounds like, just so they have something to run on Thanksgiving. Like, Carl, I got to go down to Iowa. I ain't gonna get my grandparents making that Jell-O salad.
Well, that's what's wrong with the news.
I'm not gonna be here. Just run that tape of the president pardoning the turkey.
There's a real thing happening. There's the world the way it is now. Don't show me that. That's not news. I know the president does dumb things, but that is not news to me. Obviously, it is to Trump, because he didn't want to go do this. And that's a man. All these people, these Trump defenders, I don't want to stand in there. I know a lot of them. Most of them, I'm just going to be honest, I know around here, just plain ignorant. I don't know what else to say. But around here, ones I know, you may be a Trump supporter. I ain't met you personally. I ain't going to say you're ignorant. But why the hell, if a man is scared to death to have some comedian off of HBO or somewhere say silly things about him, hurt his feelings, if he can't handle that, and you think he's going to take care of North Korea, you think he's going to take care of, terrorism, everything is awful in the world now, Russia, all of it, and he can't sit there and listen to somebody make a joke. Now, I wouldn't want to go either, but if that's part of your job, you're supposed to go and do it. Damn idiot. The only place he wants to go is everybody's chanting his name.
So he goes to the rally. It makes him feel better. It makes he gets to relive.
Yep, some people like him. I guess they're having a good time, too. I don't know.
And the people, too, everybody gets to go back before the best time of Trump's life and Trump supporters' lives are going to be right before he got elected president. Yeah. After he got elected president, it's all disappointment for both of them, supporters and Trump.
Now, I don't agree with everything he wants to do, everything he's supposed to, Even the stuff he said, the stuff I liked, I knew as hell he ain't the person that's going to do it. He don't know, and he changes his mind every damn 5 minutes, so what the hell does it matter? Everything that he said that everybody liked to scream and holler, jump up and down for, what is it, NAFTA? He didn't like, we're getting rid of that. Oh, after I talk to somebody about it, then I see, now I'm going to figure it out.
NATO. Now NATO's doing a great job. We're all working together. China, why would I call China a currency manipulator? They're my best friends.
Yep.
We eat all that cake.
His cake buddy.
China's my cake buddy now. Why would I? What are you talking about?
And everybody's sitting around supporting him thinking he's doing such a good job when you can see the only thing the man can do is go to rallies and play golf. He can't do anything else and hadn't.
The wall?
He ain't gonna. He was supposed to back down. He's gonna shut the damn government down. I'll show him. You ain't nobody gonna show me. And he keeps blaming on the damn Democrats, which you should. They deserve a lot of blame. Don't get me wrong. But hell, don't we have a Senate and a House? Ain't all Republicans voting for that mess. They ain't. So don't turn around and say it's their fault. You should be able closer to get them to the bargaining table and have them. But people don't want to sit near you.
We've changed a lot of definitions of things in the last year and a half. What we think of now as a wall is not what a wall is going to be defined as in the next few months.
No. It's going to change. That's going to change.
And if you say a wall is a thing I have that keeps the roof up on my house and defines the barriers of the rooms in my, people will accuse you of being a snowflake, leftist, commie, anti-American. Walls are going to be something. The walls are going to be more like a few miles of fences, maybe a couple extra planes.
Above all else, it could just be this. In the morning, he could get on the news. You know what? I don't like walls anymore. To hell with walls. That's basically what he has said with most everything else. Why wouldn't he do it with this? Who the hell knows?
And then he'd get mad like the 100 days thing. It was always like, in the first 100 days, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then he gets in there, it's like, 100 days, won't you let up with 100 days?
Yeah.
Like, wall.
He's the one that damn.
He'll be like, why are you always harping on the wall? I've got a lot to do. I can't sit around building walls like a fucking contractor I wouldn't pay.
Watch your mouth, but yeah.
Healthcare? Back and forth on that.
He's complicated. That's complicated. Too complicated for him, remember?
But then people, there's a lot of things. Remember how sad he is? He's like, I didn't know. A lot of things he learned about being president after he got being president. That's why it's always going to be his happiest days is when he was chanting, when he was winning, maybe the night he won. Before he learned that being president was hard, that North Korea was uncontrollable, the health care was hard. Even though he tweeted this morning, this is Sunday, the Democrats are, what? It didn't really make sense.
I don't know.
He wants the health care. He's going to keep the pre-existing conditions. Democrats want to pay the health insurance to bail.
But then the thing is giving states the rights to not have
because the Freedom, that's how he got the Freedom Caucus on board, was making it worse.
Making it so you can't have pre-existing condition and afford insurance. And then
And then the middle of the cuck Republicans, they can't. The middle of the road rhinos.
That's kind of one of those things. Jada's already out of the bottle. I hear that saying all the time. As far as this health care Republicans, that's just it. These people who are on the fence, they're not going to take their constituents' health care away from them and think they're going to get reelected, because they probably won't.
But if you ask those people at the campaign rally, they all seem to be having a good time.
Well, they are there
because they're living in the past too.
Well, that's all
they're all just reliving. He's basically at this point like like one of them rock bands, like touring the country, like from the 80s or something. Like once he gets voted out of office, is he just gonna tour like the state fairs? Doing his like.
He ain't ever gonna stop going to these things. As long as he's living, he'll go into those and have people scream his name. He ain't gonna
I
quit
was
that.
at a state fair getting my corn dog, and I heard like coming over the speakers like Trump going like, "We can lock her up." I would be like, "Fuck!" I would throw my corn dog down on the ground, and like one of them prize sheep would probably eat it. I'd be like, "I'm leaving this. He ruined the fair." But like an actual band, like if you heard like Survivor or Toto or something coming over, that's exciting when you're at the fair.
Yeah.
That makes me want to eat a corn dog. I'll be like, give me another corn dog. I'm going to go hear Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll do like the fascist tent at Bonnaroo or something.
As long as he ain't president, that's fine with me.
Maybe he could do one of them like greatest hits. You know how, like, out in California, out in the desert where they do Coachella, they had, like, all the real old rock bands out there? Like, who was it? It was, like, the damn Rolling Stones, like, the oldest ones.
Yeah.
The ones who should mostly be dead. They come out there and then got all the baby boomers, like, take their Viagra medicine and sit in a damn bathtub. I think that was a package you could get, a Viagra bathtub, watch Paul McCartney from a cliff. A desert cliff.
What? I don't want to hear. No.
So maybe what he could do, Trump, once he gets voted out of office, he could do a greatest hits tour.
He's doing it like you said. He's doing it already.
To like ever diminishing crowds as they die off. It could be like, listen, let's package this right now. We get Bill O'Reilly comes out. He comes out. He does a little talking. Actually, Bill O'Reilly might headline. Trump may have to warm up the crowd for Bill O'Reilly.
By then, yeah.
Like Ted Nugent's on like at 11:30. Man, you could do a really great, weird, reactionary, conservative arena tour. Or like state fair tour.
Sarah Palin, bless her heart, she could be part of it too. I like her.
She might be at 11:30.
I wish it, anything to help her get on the right path for what she's doing now. We're still praying for her. Just wanted her to know.
What you do is you get Kid Rock and Ted Nugent and Sarah Palin, and they do like a basic, like a Damn Yankees super group. You need like a fourth person, one of their wives, comes out, and they do that super group Damn Yankees. Maybe that is the new Damn Yankees. I don't know what Tommy Shaw's going to do. How do you think Tommy Shaw voted?
Who?
Tommy Shaw.
Tommy what?
And then after that, you get Bill O'Reilly, Donald Trump. One of them's going to headline. Maybe they flip-flop. Maybe they do East Coast, West Coast shows, and one of them opens for that. There's a moment where they come out and they shake hands. Cosby, you get Cosby on this deal?
He'd be dead soon, and all these people old, ain't they?
Yes.
Every single one of these people.
None of these.
Bless her heart, she's getting up there. She ain't there yet. I don't know about Kid Rock's, however old he is, but Ted Nugent, he's old. Yeah. But like you said, Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney's, if they gonna do it, why not these?
Are we talking about a mockable state fair touring lineup, or are we talking about the rival Fox News network they're supposed to be setting up?
Oh, yeah, I heard that. They tired of this, yeah.
Fox News is getting too liberal.
I want my Fox News the way it used to be, just like my country, yeah.
I think they're going to get all damn. Sean Hannity's going to leave. What is this lineup? It'd be Sean Hannity leaves Fox. He goes over to the new Fox, the more conservative Fox network.
He'll run the new one, as far as I know.
Bill O'Reilly, give Tommy Lawrence, even though she left to get, because she was like pro-abortion, they give her a slot anyway. She's a little girl on the computer network that worked. That's sexist.
I don't watch it. I don't know the computer.
On Glenn Beck's network, and they fired her because she likes abortion.
Well, yeah.
People got mad at her.
Doesn't seem like a right place to work for that sort of thing, but I don't know.
You seen her? She was she's young, blonde.
Yeah.
Younger than most of the blondes on Fox. So they would have that over them.
Yeah.
Over Fox. I don't know who works at Fox. I guess Tucker Carlson's going to get a lot of money for a book.
When Megan Kelly, what'd you just say?
Tucker Carlson's he got a big payday. Everybody wants to read that Tucker Carlson book. I think he got so many millions for a big Tucker Carlson book.
Who wants to read that?
You don't want a big Tucker Carlson book on your coffee table?
I don't want to know anything. That's a bad. That should not be the Republican book that people go and get. Shouldn't be written by him.
Chapter 1. What if I just read it aloud?
No.
Start right now. What if I told you I had some galleys, and I'm going to read to you the new Tucker Carlson book?
I don't want to hear it.
Chapter 1. I don't, and I wouldn't.
Good. Who gonna give him that much money? I don't know. Something wrong with the world. Oh, Megan Kelly, though, she got out of there, which we know, I mean, I don't know why every woman didn't get out of there. But anyway, she's supposed to go somewhere else, but I ain't seen her.
It's coming up. She's going on NBC. That's coming up, I think, this summer or this fall.
Oh, okay. Well,
soon. They're putting a show together.
She's doing okay, though, right? She's doing
well. She's at NBC, so.
Well, I don't know. Better than Bill O'Reilly.
North Korea, heating up.
Well, he's crazy over there.
Who, Trump?
Well, him too, both of them. It's like old James Bond movie. Like, always a crazy guy, has nuclear. But in the James Bond movies, the crazy guy ain't got but one nuclear bomb. These may have more. Well, Trump, we know, got more. Two James Bond bad guys.
No James Bond.
Nope, that's the world today right there. Bunch of crazy.
How would James Bond even deal with Donald Trump or North Korea?
Well, in the movie, I think he'd met with North Korea a couple times, something like that.
Trump did?
No, not Trump. No, in the movies, I said. That's James Bond.
James Bond met with North Korea? Like sit down to have talks?
No, he don't talk to nobody. He shoot somebody, get in, get out.
How many James Bond North Korea movies are there?
I don't think many. I think I seen him up there once or twice.
What was the best country James Bond ever fought?
Oh, I don't know. With Russia, I guess. Old one's Russia. With old ones, it wasn't no country. It was just, what was it? Spectres.
Phil Spector.
Who?
Listen. And I guess over in Arkansas, they've been executing a lot of people. I don't know if I have this straight, but they were trying to execute as many people as they could before the expiration date of their killing medicine.
Huh?
That doesn't seem like a good reason.
What does killing medicine do when it goes bad? Just don't kill you anymore.
I don't know. I guess if they is it just like a sell by date, like where you're like, well, I probably got another couple of weeks. Is it like if they used it after it expired, they'd get a lawsuit? So instead, they're just trying to kill as many people as possible before then. Like that's not going to trigger a lawsuit. Arkansas Governor Hutchinson on executions. I absolutely made the right decision. I don't think anybody who lives in Arkansas can say they absolutely made the right decision.
I don't know. Yeah.
We need to talk to Guy Lancaster about this. I'm sure the intersection of Arkansas, horrible decisions by the government, and I'm just going to assume that there was a lot of disturbing racial politics involved in this as well. That sounds like right up Guy Lancaster's alley, so maybe he can explain to us what Arkansas was doing to people, if anyone can.
He'd know, yeah. He does. He knows history of things like that, yeah. Help us out, Guy.
Anything else? Should we just get out under an hour?
I ain't ever done that. That's fine with me. I'm ready to go.
What?
Just shut it down, I guess.
What are you gonna do?
Huh?
What you gonna do? Rest
I don't know.
afternoon?
I was thinking about going. I don't know. Run by Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm going by there or Burger King, one of the two.
Oh, Burger King. When was the last time you went to Burger King and had a good experience?
Well, it's been a while, but you still wish it was the way it used to
Sure,
be.
but I mean the
That's the one where
definition
Trump
of
people are
insanity.
right. Trump people are right about that. They want things the way it used to be. You know, the old Burger King tasting worse a damn. Because there was a time when it used to be that, you know.
You know, get me a red hat that says "Make Burger King Great Again." I'll wear the shit
I'll
out
wear
of
that too, yeah. Put that on, because that used to be
you
good.
go get that chicken sandwich and
Yeah.
then fries, and fries ain't worth a shit no more.
Had old spaghetti sandwich or something like that. Spaghetti meatball sandwich or something on it. I don't remember. No, they put the meatball thing on the chicken. I like that. I remember those. Had chicken and meatball on it.
Keep talking about this spaghetti and meatball sandwich. That sounds pretty good.
It's not spaghetti. That's somewhere else. It's just the sauce, not there's meatballs in it. They just put the sauce on the chicken.
Why don't we go upstairs to Pinky's Market and get a couple cans of them Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs they sell for $5 up there, and get us some a loaf of white bread, butter that shit up.
Yeah, you don't say it. You don't have to say it that way, but everything else is good. Yeah,
grill us up a couple of spaghetti and meatball sandwiches.
I like it. Yeah, I'm wanting hungry.
You won't do it at your house?
No, I ain't gonna do it. We do it in that deli in there, I guess.
I'll do it in a deli.
Yeah,
what if this is the thing that turns your fortunes around? Everybody starts coming in asking for that spaghetti and meatball pinky sandwich.
Well, I don't know. I ain't ever made one. Sounds good what you talk about. Let's get in there and see if we can make it up.
All right. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to take my shirt off.
No, why do you take your shirt off?
And I'll get...
This ain't your church.
If I go in there in this shirt, it's going to get covered in butter and sauce spatter.
Put an apron on. I don't need to take your shirt. There's aprons back there. It don't cover the whole shirt, but just try to put it on, an apron on, and try not to spill stuff everywhere.
Well, just to make sure, why don't I take this shirt off and slip his sexy apron off?
Don't take your shirt off in here.
And then I want you to take some pictures here with my phone, and I'm going to make me a calendar called Sexy Cooking Dunlap.
No, let's just make a spaghetti sandwich like you said.
Wait, what is this?
What?
Look here on my stomach. Look around my belly.
Put the shirt on.
It's coming up.
Right, get out.
It's coming up off my dick onto my stomach.
Out.